Welcome back, guys, to another session. Would anybody like to give a recap of last session to start us off for a point of inspiration?
Hello, yes. Hello, yes. I can do it. I mean, don't all volunteer at once, but like I got it if you want me to.
I don't have notes written down. I can probably give the bullet points.
I have notes written down and they are in bullet points. But if anyone wants to jump in, they are welcome to.
Go for it.
So we began the session 12, flying around in Peter Skylark's tower. Thrym was the only one that didn't fly. Rhodes flew, but like became distressed when he realized that like there was no ground anywhere, and that freaked him out a lot. Zira and Wake had high enough perceptions, I think it was passive perceptions, to notice that there was like a face that was coming out of the clouds. Flower, who was way up high at the top of the tower, did not notice, and even though she crit her initiative, I was like, I just said that she's floating upside down and has her eyes closed, so there's just no way that she sees this air elemental. So she got smacked out of the air and would have died, except that she didn't take falling damage, and also Zira caught her, which was rad. But she was like knocked unconscious like instantly as soon as this thing showed up. We fought the elemental, and it got some pretty good hits in, but then Wake just like totally destroyed it. It was inspired by seeing Ray of Frost by Priya kind of like freeze a little bit of it, and so he cast Create or Destroy Water on it, and it like destroyed the whole rest of the air elemental, and it was really cool. However, instead of just the elemental disappearing, he basically turned into a guy. He became an old man that introduced himself as Peter Skylark and told us that he had been trapped as an air elemental for literally over a century. Not that he knew that right away. As a result of a spell having gone wrong, and he like had an assistant, but the assistant wasn't there. So it's kind of unclear exactly what happened to him. It's possible it was sabotage. He casually cast a 9th level gate spell, so he is clearly a very powerful wizard. I mean, clearly to Thrym, I guess, maybe not so much to the rest of us. But we left the plane and went to basically his, I guess we left the tower to go to his like study or something. Priya was reluctant to leave, but did eventually go through the door. And when we got there, it was this kind of like cozy office sort of area, and there were all these different orbs that we discovered right away were like kind of like windows to different planes. We told him that Skylark Tower had basically been abandoned for a couple of years, and the people of Harkmire started to go in to look for things, then they disappeared, and they kind of closed it down for a while. Flower called it a murder tower. Peter Skylark seemed genuinely distressed and said he would talk to the Burgmeister, like once he kind of like figured out his life in a minute. And he offered us gifts as compensation for saving him from this like terrible fate of basically being an elemental indefinitely, because he couldn't like think. He basically also had the like instincts of an air elemental. So he's gone for a little while, and meanwhile we investigate the orbs and have some conversations. Rhodes sees the Earth plane immediately, and kind of like it wasn't anywhere in any of the places. It wasn't like our particular home place necessarily. But Rhodes kind of talked a little bit about the particular like the mountains and kind of what the Earth plane was like. Thrym figured out that he could control the orbs with magic. He could sort of like get them down one at a time, whereas Flower just sort of like chased the one for the Feywild around and around and around, until Thrym kind of like beckoned it, and then also figured out how to juggle them, which ruled. We kind of talked about our planes for a little bit, but before we did that, Wake was checking in with Priya about like how she felt about leaving the kind of like airplane where we were in the tower, and Priya confirmed that she was pretty upset about not being able to fly like anymore. Like it was kind of like, you know, kind of too good to be true sort of moment. But she was pretty hopeful that, like he said, that maybe there was something that he could provide. Partially because Wake asked. He kind of went around and asked, like, what do people want? And we all kind of requested various things. And Wake was like, I don't really need anything, but you could maybe give something to make Priya fly. And Priya said that, like, hey, I noticed that you did that, and that you kind of like are liable to put others before yourself, and particularly to put me before yourself. And like I noticed that. And Wake reassures her that she'll fly someday because she's powerful and smart. So they have a nice little scene together, and then Thrym brings down the water orb plane, or the water plane orb, for Wake to look in, and he sees this like coral reef that's not too far from where he is in Dolok, and he kind of explains to us that like there is just no sky in the elemental plane of water. And he kind of like teases Thrym a little bit, but like, would you prefer flying or swimming? And Thrym is like, well, I'd rather have my feet on the ground, but like, I guess I would prefer to swim because I at least know how to swim. Um, and so we kind of that led to a little bit of a conversation about like I think Azira asked like, hey, where does the light come from in the plane of water? And Wake was like, I don't really totally know. And Rhodes said that there was a myth in the elemental plane of Earth that the light comes from the brilliance of the gems and potentially from like the Earth Titan herself. And Flower talks about how there's either no light at all in the unseelie plane or there's light all the time in the seelie plane and there's no in between. Zira's pretty freaked out that Rhodes and Wake didn't know where the light came from, and then Wake is like, Zira, I'm going to blow your mind. I had never seen the sun before I came to the Prime Material, and that did indeed blow her mind. Flower occupies herself by sketching the little bits and pieces of the planes that she finds in the orbs. And Priya doesn't really seek out the airplane orb very much, but when we get it down, it depicts like a city floating in the air, and Rhodes is like, no rocks, horrible. We do all eventually receive gifts from Peter Skylark. Zira gets some gauntlets of ogre strength and proceeds to just like bench press the Thrym. They look like cool fingerless gloves, which is rad. Rhodes gets a cloak of protection that looks like a dark green. When he tunes to it, is kind of like dark green with a hexagonal pattern that fades into blue and starlight. So it's sort of like mossy at the bottom and then more starry on top. Thrym gets a breastplate of weightlessness that like weighs nothing and has some spell slots in it to cast jump or levitate to kind of like start to get him to learn how to sort of like make magical stuff out of armor. Wake says that he doesn't need anything and is insistent that Priya gets something, but he does end up with some boots of alacrity to make him a little faster in initiative. Priya does indeed get a broom of flying, and also they negotiate for the essence of an air elemental, so we can maybe get her that big discount on the potion of flying when we finally get back to to our like main city. Flower has no idea what to ask for because her power doesn't come from herself, but she does eventually ask like, "Hey, can you help me figure out what my actual name is because I don't know?" And he says that like for a favor he can work on that. He can't do it right away, but he can work on it. And it takes Flower a second to agree to that, but she does. And then she gets a Rod of the Pact Keeper, which looks like a little branch with daisies on it. And I think, is that everybody? Did I go through everybody? I think so. So we get all of these gifts. Zira also talks him into giving us some healing potions because we kind of used a bunch of ours. And then we are, teleported back to the base of the tower at Harkmire, and the guards are puzzled to see us. But we are like, hey, we are tired. We're going to go back to the Hushmug and go to our comped rooms and go to sleep. So we hung out a little bit with Erwin, and he told us that nothing weird happened at Milo's house. Like they went and they checked out the first murder victim's house, and nothing was really out of order. And so we haven't really quite decided like what is our next step, but we were basically sort of like, okay, we'll figure it out in the morning. We're gonna go to sleep, and then we leveled up to level 3. Priya woke up early to fly around on her broom. Flower's Book of Shadows appeared overnight, and so she started to read it and has some new cantrips from Seneschal. Wake figured out how to summon a flame blade for the first time and was kind of like playing with it in the early morning. Thrym went to go wake up Erwin and found him murdered in his bed. With something mysterious written in blood on the headboard, which he did not read because he was too distressed. He went to find the others. He found Rose and Flower first, and Flower suggested that they don't tell anyone else right away, so they could investigate first. So Rose went to round up Wake, Priya, and Zira, and Rose and Flower and Thrym went back to check out what was going on with the body. They found that the eyes had been removed, and that symbol of calcitrax, is that the right way to say it? Calcitrax class.
It's
so that
Kazadak.
Kazadak. Sorry. So that symbol of Kazadak was carved into, I think, his face area basically, and his eyes had been removed. Flower suggested that maybe they were the cultist or whoever this was collecting body parts. And we got everybody else came in. Prio found it super unpleasant, like doesn't really look at the body. And we talked for a minute about we couldn't figure out like what the language was on the bed frame. Flower suggested that because Kazadak is an abyssal god, it might be an abyssal, but no one speaks abyssal. So Rhodes had the great idea to contact our home base with the sending stone. And they basically they forwarded us a scroll of comprehend languages that Thrym used to read. And it said basically what it was scrawled above on the headboard was murder, kill, chaos, ruin. I am their instrument. The peace will end. There is no stopping the endless cataclysm. Ruin, chaos, kill, murder. So with that gruesome scene, we resume.
What?
Sorry.
Nice.
Yes, we do. We will pick up right where we left off with all of you within Erwin's room in the hushed mug. His body mangled and broken in the bed. What do you all do?
Well, we have to go tell the city watch, don't we?
We shouldn't keep this a secret.
Yeah,
Not
we
unless you
wouldn't
want
be
them
able
to think we did it.
We wouldn't be able to anyway.
Did anybody hear anything last night?
No, I was asleep.
Did I hear anything last night?
You did not.
No, I didn't.
I failed my perception check.
What does that mean?
No.
Flower's gonna just. I would love to do just like a quick investigation roll to just see. Are there footprints? Like, is there any sense of like, what kind of person, what kind of weapon, anything?
Okay, yeah. Investigation check would look for those things.
I'm not super good at that, but I will. Nope. 4. Flower is
Yeah.
distracted. I think Flower keeps coming back to the fact that the eyes are removed and is really freaked out by it and can't really focus on anything else.
I think Rhodes would maybe notice that and put like a little piece of cloth over the head or something like that to try and cut down on the grisliness of the scene.
Sure, yeah.
I don't know if we should mess with this.
Well, I'm not touching him. Just you give him a little respect. It's all messed up.
Okay.
Can Thrym kind of investigate and see if it was a struggle or this was done in his sleep or
Yeah, you can.
how long he might have been dead?
Okay, so this is going to be an investigation is trying to find like any clues around the body as to what exactly happened when it comes to like how long he died or if there was a struggle. Well, if there was a struggle, that would be investigation too. But how he died would be in a medicine check.
I think Thrym would start investigating.
Okay.
17.
17. You notice around the body there are no signs of struggle. He was, from that 17, you gather that it was a quick death. Well, actually, you wouldn't get that from an investigation, but notice that there's no sign of struggle. You don't see any footprints, not in the blood or handprints in the blood surrounding. It looks pretty clean.
Poor Erwin.
Is there a window in the room?
There is, yeah.
Rhodes would like to go over and just see if the window is locked or not.
Sure. As you approach the window, you notice that it is cracked open a little bit, just for some air. So it is currently unlocked. It's got about an inch or two of openness,
Right.
and it's one that kind of like it's a window that kind of like has a latch on the side and swings outward
Okay.
like a door.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, it looks like the window's open. Was the door open when? Well, I suppose you didn't break in, did you? Was the door open too? Thrym?
It was unlocked, right? But it was closed.
yeah.
I mean, the door was closed, but
What unlocked?
it was unlocked. Yeah.
So I
So-
suppose whoever did this could have come in through the window or the door.
We could ask if anybody saw anything. Wake, was that cat here last night? Would that be worth talking to the cat?
I could try talking to Prince. Let's see if I can find him.
All right.
What does the window look out on?
It just looks out onto the side of the Hush Mug into like an alleyway.
Okay, so there's no other like windows or anything out there that are looking in on this window?
No. This inn is high enough above, like it kind of looks over a rooftop, and then you see the alleyway straight below.
Is there anything climbable? Could a person easily
Yes.
climb?
You see a few crates, but that could be climbed upon, and possibly with like the right gear or a really good jump, someone could probably reach the window.
I'd like to try and
Find Prince.
search for the prince. Yeah.
Okay. Make a perception check.
That's a 1.
Oh no!
Well, for what?
Total is a 9.
Okay, easy enough. Prince is actually at the door, just kind of like rubbing against it, like the door frame, and he's just
Okay.
kind of like, there's movement upstairs, or there was, and he's attracted to attention.
Okay. I will cast Speak with Animals on myself.
Okay. You cast Speak with Animals on yourself.
Excuse me, Prince.
You see Prince just kind of like flops in like the middle of the door frame and starts like licking his paw and just like rubbing his ear with it. And he just stops like mid blep. Huh? Yeah?
Our friend Arwen here was slain last night. Was hoping maybe,
Oh.
You're an alert hunter. Thought maybe you might have heard something.
I up here? No. I heard it's kind of embarrassing. I was downstairs the whole night.
So you didn't hear anything?
Not upstairs.
What did you hear downstairs?
It's too embarrassing.
No. No one would know but me and you. You think the rest of these can speak cat?
Promise you won't tell him.
Promise.
This little fucking mouse kept fucking with me all night.
Hmm.
Couldn't catch him. He'd
That's a
like
shame.
he'd like poke his head out, and I'd go to swat at him, and then he'd go back in the hole, and then he showed up like across the downstairs. Then he would sneak up on me, like bat my tail, and then run away. It's very annoying.
Your secret's safe with me, Prince.
Thanks.
I'm sure you'll get him later when he least expects it.
I hope so. It won't be a swift death.
Of that, I'm sure.
Good.
Jesus.
And Wake stands and just shakes his head at the party.
Oh, that's okay, baby. You're still really cute.
Does Flower
Are you
go to
petting
pick him up?
Flower?
No, Flower does lean down to try to pet him, so.
Oh yeah, he's all over that. He's wanting attention right now.
Yeah, fantastic. Flower will absolutely coo at him and pet his head and scritch his chin, etc.
As you do.
You see when you pet him and he kind of like waltzes into the room a little bit. You see him sniffing. Oh, I smell blood.
That's
You hear
Owen. Aye.
food.
Nope.
He
This-
walks over to the bed, and you see he's about to jump up on the bed. Like,
Oh, careful, you'll get your paws all messy.
Prince, that's what our friend was Celine. Please show him respect.
oh, okay, all right. And he just kind
Appreciate
of
it.
he waltzes out of the room.
No help from the cat. I say in
Worth-
common.
Worth a try.
Yep.
Should we go tell Sergeant White?
Yeah,
We might want to give Gideon a heads up as well.
yeah, we should tell Gideon. He might want to close the place down.
A good call.
Well, maybe he heard something.
Maybe he did.
It's possible.
Okay.
All right.
who's
I think we're
leading?
gonna try to find Gideon.
Okay. All right. So who's going to find Gideon?
Thrym is going to find Gideon.
Okay. You find Gideon right where you left him at the bar. He's just kind of like over cleaning some things, and as soon as you approach, oh, hello. Good morning. Did you find what you're looking for?
Hello, Gideon. No. And there's been an unfortunate event.
Oh, what happened?
It seems like the killer struck again.
Oh, who was it this time?
It was Erwin.
What? Here.
I'm so sorry. Yeah. He's up in his room.
Oh. Oh dear.
I really recommend you close the place down.
Yeah. I'll do that right away.
And try to keep people away from the area.
Sure.
We're gonna go talk to the guards. We'll
You
probably send someone over.
see he hops off the footstool that he was standing on to reach the bar, and he waddles over to the sign that he has posted up, and he flips it over to closed. All right. Should I? Are you going to tell the sergeant?
Yeah, we're headed there now. But I just wanted to ask you, did you hear anything strange last night?
No, nothing at all.
Are you
Not
sure?
even.
I am sure. Yeah.
Did you leave the door unlocked?
Um, I can't remember.
Insight check?
Yeah.
He did it.
Can I
18.
also insight check him?
Yeah, of course.
Fucking hell. Thank you. Oh, let's see. That's a 1.
Oh no, buddy.
Oh,
It's
For a
okay.
7.
Both of you kind of notice that Gideon truly you see a look of confusion, like he's going through his nightly routine again to like double check himself. And when you kind of like look at him and try to insight if he's telling the truth, it's part of my nightly routine, but it's a routine that I do. I'm pretty sure it's not possible for me to forget to lock the door.
I don't you worry too much about it. The window was also slightly ajar, so
All right. Oh, this is. I need to sit down.
pour yourself something strong.
That'll do. I'll do that. Oh,
Actually, pour me some strong as well.
yes. You drink. And
To
he
me?
looks to Wake.
No. No, thanks.
Maybe some water.
What are you trying to say?
Nothing.
I'm good. Thanks, though.
All right. And he just kind of like goes back behind the bar, and you see he doesn't grab anything from like the shelves behind him. He like goes under the counter and he pulls out like a special bottle and like pours out a couple glasses and slides one over to you, Thrym.
Thrym downs it.
It's real good.
Jesus.
It's the good stuff.
Oh.
Like a bourbon.
Thank you, good man.
Yeah. Right. So who else is going to tell the sergeant?
I'm going
are
to
we
leave
all
that
going
to...
together?
I think one sec. I think while they were having that conversation, Rhodes had a little idea, and he's kind of looking around at like the baseboards of this room for where that little mouse hole might have been.
Okay.
And he's, I Wake, do you think you might want to ask the mouse if the mouse heard anything?
Wake didn't tell us about the mouse.
Oh, right, shit. Never mind.
He's keeping Prince's secret for him.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Sorry, meta knowledge.
it's okay. And Wake didn't think of that, so
Yeah.
maybe later he will.
All right. Retcon. I didn't do anything.
All right. I just need to know who's making their way to the guardhouse to tell the sergeant.
Yeah, I'll go. I don't expect to be the one talking, but I'll go.
I'll go with Priya.
I'm
If
Spartacus.
Rhodes goes, Flower will go, but Flower doesn't like the sergeant and is wary that they will be put in an office again.
Okay.
Especially because another murder happened in the same tavern we were
Yeah,
staying in.
Precisely.
Yeah, but we're telling them, so they can't possibly think it was us.
But we didn't do anything.
Exactly.
Petitions to
Well,
name
we
our
didn't
group
do
the
anything
Doorbusters.
before, and
The
they
doorbusters.
Before you guys
Love it.
leave, just because the cleric would do this and she's proficient, I'll go ahead and make a roll for Zira. Okay, never mind. I rolled poorly. Continue.
Welcome to the club.
Well, Zira says, he died from a stab wound.
What a bitch.
And also, the eyes were done after he was dead.
I mean, that's good. It's less painful.
Yeah.
Still a bad way to go.
I didn't say it wasn't.
So, who's all Priya, Rhodes, and Flower?
I mean, is there anyone
I think
not
we're all going.
oh,
I-
all going. Okay.
I think we're all going. Yeah.
Maybe Zira is staying behind.
Okay. You all head out of the hushed mug.
As we're walking, Flower, did you say you thought this might be some sort of a ritual or something?
Well, we had talked about that it was maybe cultists of this god, and it does seem, I don't know, significant that they keep taking body parts, first a heart and now eyes.
Yeah. Well, do you know what kind of ritual that would be? What would be the next thing?
I don't know. Nothing good. It's the Flower kind of tenses up and her face kind of squinches and she shakes her head. I don't know. I don't think it's good.
Yeah.
Any ritual with body parts is usually something bad.
It's a pretty short walk to the guardhouse down the street, and you walk into the first reception area, and you see the old lady sitting there behind a desk, and she beams up at you. Oh, good morning, dears. How can we help you?
Is the sergeant gonna lock us up if we report something to him?
Why would he do that?
I don't know. He's done it before. Is he here?
As far as I know, you're working with us, right? Well,
Right.
he is here. Well, shall I go get him?
Okay.
Yeah, that's for the best.
And you see, she takes a moment behind the desk, and she's looking at something like directly underneath the desk, and you see her reach over, and she pulls a string, or what Wake notices as a string, and you hear a slight bell ringing from down the hall. A moment later, Sergeant White comes out of his office, and he walks down the hall towards you. Hey, good morning. It's good to see you all got out of the tower okay. I got a report from my night guards around the tower that you just appeared.
Yeah, regards from Peter Skylark.
Wait, I'm sorry. The guards from Peter Skylark?
No,
Regards.
Regards from
He
Peter.
sends his regards.
Oh,
Good gods.
sorry, that way of speaking confused me a lot. Did you get any leads from the tower?
No, we were kind of hoping you had some leads. to be honest.
Well, we couldn't find anything at Milo's home. I'm sure Erwin talked to you about it.
About Erwin.
Yes.
There's been an accident. Well, it doesn't look like an accident actually.
It definitely wasn't an accident.
No.
He's been murdered. Very much like the first guy, except for this time they took his eyes.
You see his brows furrow, and he just lets out a breath. All right. Have you told anybody else?
Hey, we
Gideon?
told Gideon at the inn.
Okay. And he
Figured
closed.
should know.
He closed up.
Aye.
He did?
Okay, that's good. Do not broadcast this while we're walking through, but show me. And he just kind of walks over to the door and opens it and waits for you all to lead him over to the hushed mug.
Sure, we'll do that.
He follows you along while you're walking the short walk. Does anybody have any questions or wants to fill in the sergeant while you're walking?
I want to do a perception check as we're walking, just like at windows or see if anybody's actually like sort of oddly looking at us.
Okay, that's a perception check.
You know, sort of like
I get what you're
return
saying.
to the scene of the crime sort of thing.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
cross-eyed guy
Yeah.
is like, it's not on purpose.
I did not link. I didn't link my D&D Beyond, but you should be able to check it in the log. That's a 21 for perception, and I'm gonna.
Okay. Just walking down the main street, you notice that some of the shop owners are flipping over signs of open for business. You see carts passing by, just general citizens of Harkmire going about their morning business. You don't notice anybody strangely looking, and you're fairly
nobody's
certain.
overly interested.
Nobody's
Can
overly
I-
interested.
Can I insight check the guard captain?
Sure, yeah.
I just want to see how he's taking it. That's a natural 3 for a 9.
For 9. Okay. He's pretty unreadable right now. The most emotion you can read is confusion with a little bit of concern. That's what you get with a 9.
Okay. My dice are telling me to go to bed. Jesus
Unfortunate.
Christ.
So, the short walk back to the hush mug, you all, who goes in first?
That doesn't matter.
It's Thrim always goes first.
Trim goes
First.
in first.
Yeah,
You,
Thorn goes
you go to open the door, which was unlocked when you left, and you find it locked now. And you kind of like slam your shoulder into the door as you try to push in. Oops!
Hey,
Sorry. Okay. And you hear unlocking sounds from inside, and the door opens as Gideon is a few drinks in already. You're back already. Okay.
hey, and we brought Sergeant White this time.
Oh, good. Hello, Sergeant. Hello. Where's Erwin?
Upstairs.
Okay. Any...
Did you wait? Did you disturb it, Gideon, or did you leave it as it was?
Oh, no, I did take a quick peek, but once I saw it, I ran back out downstairs, and I'm a little buzzed already.
That's fair enough.
And the sergeant just kind of like pats Gideon on the shoulder as he marches upstairs to the room. He goes in there and takes a look at it. I assume you all follow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. He takes away the cloth that was placed on Erwin's face. You see, he puts his fingers up to his lips at the sight. All right, that's not good.
You're right about that.
Do you?
You see the symbol, the Kazadak symbol? It's the same.
I see the same symbol. Yeah. And he kind of looks up at the message. What the fuck does that say?
Thrym repeats what it says.
So definitely Kazadak.
He puts the cloth back over, and he's just kind of like tapping his lips in thought. So, do we have a cult on our hands? Is that what we're talking about here?
That's the theory.
It looks that way.
Does the town have any relationship with this kind of thing? I know you said there's been no murders and it seems like a pretty quiet town, but like maybe is it because here is a quiet town that they would have struck here?
He's gonna roll a religion check. That's pretty good. It's possible. This town has been pretty peaceful and quiet and just doing its business for quite a while now. Nothing really bad ever happens aside from a few thieves every now and then. No murders, no destruction. The last incident was well, the last incident of destruction here was a whole farmhouse went up in flames, and that was a good 20, 30 years ago.
What happened then?
Lantern
Normal.
Lantern got kicked over into some hay and it caught fire quick. That's what we investigated it as. But and there's minor squabbles between farmers and vendors, disagreements of how things should be priced and sold. Nothing like this. Nothing like this at all.
Well, I don't know much about being a god, but if I were a chaos god and I wanted to cause some trouble, I might want to cause trouble in a place that doesn't have a lot of trouble.
This would be a prime location to do it.
Oh, wait, is there anything? I don't know if it means anything, but they were both halflings. Is that anything?
That might mean something.
Are there people that don't like halflings in this town?
Well, we do have a pretty decent percentage of halfling population here. It could be coincidence. Off the top
What
of
are
my
halflings?
head,
What are halflings like, other than short?
very friendly, hospitable. If you ask a halfling family if you could stay over a night, they'll probably let you in, feed you, give you blankets. Halflings are they're gracious hosts, to say the least. And as far as I know, I don't see any connection between, or off the top of my head, I don't see any connection between Milo and Irwin here. So these could be random or they could be calculated. The only connection I see between these two is that these two halflings interacted with you.
Well, I mean, we interacted with you as well, but you're not dead.
This is true.
We've
Hey, let's
interacted with a
not-
lot of people in town.
This is true.
Let's not jump to conclusions.
I'm not jumping into any conclusions, but that's the only connection that I can see off the top of my head.
Well-
Do you all know what actually killed Irwin here?
He was killed by a stab.
Okay. Did we see where?
I look at Zira.
Zira chimes in. Oh, he was stabbed in the heart. And she
Like,
just
oh my
kind of
God.
she kind of lifts his shirt up, and you see there's a pretty sizable stab wound straight through the heart in the center of the chest. All right. Do we know what kind of blade can? I mean, I can probably check, but I'm not very. Usually leave this up to our Sahurin priestess in the area to check over wounds and such.
My guess is a sharp one.
Thank you. Very helpful.
The wound on Milo for the because they took the heart off him, wasn't it like super clean, like a perfect hole or something?
Yeah, like it was. It was
It was
done.
in the shape of Kazadak's emblem.
Mm-hmm.
And the eyes, have they also been taken super cleanly, or does it look like they've been like jimmied out of there?
You can make a medicine check.
Okay.
God, have the eyes been jimmied out of there? Things that I did not expect to hear today.
Oh no, that ain't gonna be good.
Oh, yeah. Looks pretty clean. No jimmying it detected from that.
No jimmying detected.
Consider my jimmies rustled.
I don't know what kind of tool could even do that like that.
Well,
A melon baller.
The NPC didn't roll better either.
no, he didn't.
You said there was some sort of if we didn't find a lead at the tower, there was some sort of other manor or something. Tell
Yeah.
us about that again. We don't know.
They'll
We haven't found. The only lead you have is that they interacted with us. That's not really any. That's not something we can do anything about. So where should we go to pick up clues for this?
You mentioned that the old Breckenmeyer manor might be a point of interest since you got information that a shadow went in that direction the other day. That could be something
I thought the shadow went toward the graveyard.
Yeah.
Right. And the Breckenmeyer Manor is a little bit further down the road.
Oh. Well, it's an abandoned manor.
It is. Yeah.
Oh. All sorts of things could go on there. Nobody would know.
Like I said,
Is that
the new Burgmeister, the Caldwells, do some maintenance on the manor every now and then, but it's not frequent.
Well, I have no other ideas, so
I
why
guess
don't
we'll
we
go
go
there.
there?
Is there any way we could put out? I know it's a small town, and you probably don't have a lot of guards. But should people be watching out at night and just to make sure nobody else gets hurt?
I think I will put out nightly patrols. Probably 2 men, just kind of patrolling the streets. I'll get the full force on this. This one seemed to happen at night, so I will. This is going to be a long day. I'll put everybody I have on the streets for a full 24 hours. These murders happened within 24 hours of each other. Yeah. Because the first one was, what, mid-morning?
Something like that?
And then this one happened at night? It's pretty quick. You do whatever you need to do to investigate. I'll keep my guard on the streets and looking out for anything suspicious. Sound good?
Thank you, Sergeant.
Of course.
It sounds good. What do you say? We should go check out the manor?
Hey, let's go.
And we go.
I like the musicality of it.
Okay. You all head out of the hushed mug towards the Breckenmeyer Manor. You head out of town, the town proper, passing the Harkmeyer Cemetery up the road. Sorry, I'm getting things ready.
It's different now.
You go up the road, and there is a little bit of a turnoff with a sign. There is like a very beat up and broken, like, wrought iron sign, where the letters are faded away. It looks like maybe painted green, but it's chipped, and in like gold chipped lettering it says Breckenmeyer Manor. And you see it is a small single cart dirt road that leads up a hill, and it's lined with trees that are a little bit overgrown. The road itself is overgrown, like it hasn't been used hardly at all. You don't even see like cart marks.
Can I make a survival check on the path to see if there's any recent tracks?
Sure.
Okay. Please roll higher than a 3 this time. Ooh, yes. Yes.
Okay.
Give me all the information.
With a 27, you look at any disturbances on the road towards the Breckenmeyer Manor, and
He's hunkered down, putting his fingers in the dirt.
with a 27, you catch a pair of boot prints. They are not in the dirt. They're more like, you see like a boot print here, and then like it's like a few wide strides, and you see another boot print. The same boot print. It seems these tracks are like going off into the grass, which makes it so much harder to track like movement. But you see a pair of boot prints going up towards the manor itself.
All right.
Yeah, he'll point that out.
It looks like somebody's been here.
Not as abandoned as we thought, huh?
Looks like it.
And
The great find roads. Although
Yeah.
the sergeant did mention the I forgot their name.
Who?
The Burgmeisters,
Oh,
the Caldwells. He
Mhm.
did say the Caldwells maintain the place.
Sometimes,
but
maybe.
they not very often.
But if everyone knows that this manor is abandoned, maybe the cultists or whatever will be here.
It could be.
It's a pretty good shout. Let's see if we can get a bit closer.
Yeah.
all right.
As we're going, Rhodes would try and keep a track of where these boot prints were going, if possible. But I know it was very sparse. So
Yeah, it was like there was like a foot on the path,
Right.
and then it was a few strides, and then you see another foot. Like it was almost intentional of trying to stay off the path, but also
Yeah.
like follow it.
yeah, whoever it was is very sneaky. I barely even saw these.
That is
Um,
a bit strange.
haven't heard
Oh,
a lot.
Can I ask how big were the footprints?
I was about to ask the same. Can we tell if it's like a halfling or a medium creature? Or...
Okay. With the 27, you definitely notice that they look humanoid. They look of a medium-sized humanoid, like something of what would be a human.
All right.
Um,
Looking for a size 9 boot.
the yeah, the boot size or the boot like impression leads you to believe that they may be more dexterous than heavy-footed. And I think that's what you get with the 727.
Yeah, excellent.
You didn't get what he had for breakfast? Or...
You see a little bit of egg on. I'm just
Oh
kidding.
my God.
Eats
What?
with his fate.
That's really stretched this natural 20.
Who's his wife or
Name-
husband? I don't want to assume.
Okay. Priya's been pretty quiet. Are you just following along, or do you have any...
These investigation is not Priya's strong point.
Okay, all right. Fair enough.
Is she slightly hovering on her broom while we're doing this?
Of course she is. She hasn't touched the ground since she woke up this morning.
Even indoors?
Yeah, through the door.
Struggling
It's
up
been
the
really
stairs.
inconvenient. There's been moments where they've entered like buildings and like they've had to like stop and wait at least 30 seconds while Priya kind of tries to angle her broom to get in the door.
The head of the broom, like poking at the door frame. Oh,
You
shit.
bonk. Shit.
Yeah,
Fuck. Sorry.
yeah, exactly.
Backs up way too
The
far.
problem is it beeps. Yeah, it beeps when it backs up. Not a stealth broom.
Fair enough.
Like a hover round.
Not a stealth broom.
The walk up this hill to the Breckenmeyer Manor, it doesn't give you a good look at the manor itself until you're at the top, and when the trees kind of clear out and you see there is a little bit of a a stone wall with a wrought iron fence, kind of like marking the tops of the wall. The gate is pretty much wide open. A pretty sizable wooden like horse gate, like something that you would. It has the potential to be very elegant. Clearly, this manor was something else back in its day. But you see, like, the gate's pretty rusted, and you see a few panels of the wood of the gate have been broken, just sheer like disuse.
Wow. What is it with this town and unutilized real estate?
Should write a letter.
It says for sale $1 million gold. I'm just kidding.
Maybe they got used to it. They got used to it with the tower.
Yeah, they got used to it.
And just let things be in disrepair. It looks like it used to be beautiful, though.
As you make your way inside the gate, you do see a pretty sizable like area. You see like what could have been like a maze garden, but it's all been like shorn down, and you kind of see over it. It's all overgrown, like weeds and grass. And then the cart road, it goes straight into like a roundabout, and you see a beautiful stone fountain with a statue. The fountain is currently not like operating. You don't see any water coming out of it, but you do see a statue of some sort of goddess with a well, give me a moment as I get my notes. Sorry about that. Ah. There we go. Yeah, you see the statue itself is what you would gather as like a harvester of sorts. And she's like under one arm she's holding like a bale of wheat, and in the other you see like an orb that looks very much like the sun in her hand. You all can roll a religion check if you'd like.
Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll roll above a 5 on this one. I rolled a 5
You can't get greedy now.
for a 4.
Oh no.
I rolled an 8. So.
Rolled an 8. Okay.
God.
Oh god, oh no.
Help me.
Help us.
Oh my god.
It's
Can
okay,
Zira
my dude.
roll,
Can
I rolled
Zira
less
roll?
than you.
Okay.
please? She's the
Sure.
religious one.
Really inconvenient. Really inconvenient here. Religion. Oh.
I mean, it seems like we're not a very religious bunch,
Nope.
TBH.
Except for the cleric.
She
Except
didn't
for
get
the
it either?
cleric.
Nope. I rolled a 2 for a 4.
Oh my god.
But she's at least trained in religion. Is this like a
Nope,
big deal,
she
God?
is
or-
All
not-
right, here you
she's
here
not-
you go. Here you go.
not-
Rhodes probably shouldn't know this, but
Okay. I was gonna say anybody above a 5 or above can clearly
So-
see.
Not me.
Not me either.
Not Zira either. So
before
you're
you
not
say it,
alone.
I think I'm guessing it's some sort of god of the harvest.
Yeah, this is definitely Sahira, a god of harvests and
I like how you chose 5 or above.
I'm sorry. Zero didn't get it either, so that's a consolation prize.
I'm so consoled.
Our cleric only cares about her own god. That
Pretty much.
honestly
Accurate,
kind of
though.
checks. It's honestly kind of checks out.
So basically, this is the goddess of the sun, growth, and harvest. The 9-pointed yellow sun in her hand is one of her symbols that she usually carries with her, and it's on the symbol herself. And stalks of wheat are another thing that's featured on her symbol. The manor itself does look a little ragged, although, like before, it has a lot of potential to be something great. And you see, on the other side of this roundabout, a walk up some stairs to a set of double doors.
Well, we should check it out, right?
Well, should we maybe do it once around the house? Just to see if there's anything to see on the outside?
Okay.
Sure.
I can go
Oh,
above.
One sec, I'll just run around. Oh, yeah,
Oh
you should
yeah,
go
you
up
can
above.
go above. You should go up and see if there's anything on the roof.
Yeah.
Priya hears the word up and she's on her way.
So while Priya's doing that, Rhodes is gonna just jog around the manor.
Thrym is gonna time him.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, okay.
He runs as fast as he can.
Okay.
While
well,
also perceiving.
the flight upward, I need a perception check from Priya. 13. Okay. The flight upward is pretty easy to do, and you have a bird's eye view of this flat roof. There's slanted edges, like on the edges, but
Slanted edges on the edges.
yeah, or slanted roofing sections
You need to
on
look
the
up
edges.
roof part names.
Yeah, I don't know how to describe it with the proper name. But you see a total of like 4 chimneys, 3 of which being on the left side of the manor, if you're looking at the door, and 1 on the back right. With a 13, you don't see any access points. Well, no, with a 13, you do see 1 access point. And it's near the far right chimney.
Okay, she'll make a note of that.
Okay. Roads. Anybody else joining in, like checking out the outer part of
Flower.
Uh,
I mean, if Rhodes is actually running, Flowers ain't gonna run. Flower will watch.
Yeah.
Thrym's timing him.
Thrym's
Make a
timing him
perception, right?
and
Oh.
looking at the porch pretty much.
Okay. Wake, you'll
I'll look around.
look around. Okay. Perception checks. I'm sorry.
Hmm.
That sounds like a defeated sigh.
I rolled a 2.
Oh, no.
Oh, poor Echo.
Bro, those dice are cursed.
That's a
Nail.
10. I've changed it, okay? I've used the bullet dice. I've used the forged Damascus steel dice. Next up is the dragon in the middle dice. Maybe they won't screw me, but that was a 10.
Oh no. Okay. Well, I guess it's pretty safe to say that I could bring you all to the map.
Yeah, I mean we're running around it.
You are running around it.
Literally, in
Priya,
some cases.
two. Wake, Thrym, put Zira here. She's gonna stay outside the manor for now.
Rhodes will come around the other side and skid to a stop in front of Thrym.
Let me catch my breath. How fast
2
did I
minutes
get?
and 13 seconds.
That's not bad.
It's pretty
Yeah,
good.
Pretty good. It's a big place, and you're heavy because you're made of rocks.
Okay.
I'm used to it though.
Here we are. Oh, you can see inside if you get up close.
It's dark.
Sick.
All right, I think we're a little bit closer together here.
Yeah. So Priya, you would be about like 60 feet up.
Yeah.
It is a 2-story manor. And I don't have like a roof map for you, but you can definitely like whip around. So, I'll allow you to, freely go around the edges, and just kind of like check out the outer parts of that on your own. And I'll just kind of stop and tell you what you see if you peek in.
While he's doing that, Flower is gonna at least go see if the door is locked. Like, is there any sort of like, it's an abandoned manor. Theoretically, she's expecting there to be some sort of like barring or lock or chains or something. Or is there anything?
Yeah, there is like a sturdy looking iron lock on like kind of locking in a plank that is set into the handles of the double door.
Okay.
You see Thrym as you kind of like take a peek into that window, a dressing room, like some sort of like staging or courtroom area.
Nothing out of the ordinary here.
Wake, you have free roam if you want to take a look.
All right.
You'll have to get like pretty close up to the windows to like take a peek in. Try to see things. It's pretty dark and dusty inside when you take a peek into the windows. You spot a dining room.
So with that 14, what did Rhodes see when he ran around the building?
I
rolled the perception back there.
You saw 2 stories. The windows are pretty dusty, beat up, but intact. Funnily enough.
Yeah, so no windows that were left open or broken, no basement hatches, no forced open doors on the back porch.
Nope. You didn't see any kind of larder or anything of the sort.
Okay. Rhodes will fill everybody else in on that.
Does the kind of steps look dusty?
That would be an investigation check.
All right.
Does it look like, as I'm looking in this window, it looks like
24.
do I see any evidence of recent motion?
Evidence of go ahead and redo a perception check as you're looking in.
Okay, here we go.
He's giving you a chance. Don't fuck this up. Did he fuck it up?
Uh-oh.
It's
You
a
fucked
one.
Oh no.
Good natural one this session, my guy. Oh my god.
Does anybody want to give him like an inspiration here? Or
I don't have one. I don't think I
okay,
have.
Yeah, you take
I
an
have one.
inspo. Oh, you what?
Oh, I mean, hey, Emily, if you want to give it to him, I'm fine.
Y-
Keep in mind.
Yeah. You can take my inspo if you want to do that again, my guy.
Sure.
will they
It'll get better, right?
with a
Yeah, it'll get
24
better, he says.
Thrym, you notice that the recent footprints are flowers, the most recent. You're pretty sure of it.
I have rolled my highest roll of the night.
Oh, hell yeah. 9?
A 7?
A 12
Oh,
Hooray!
Wow!
for a dirty 20.
a dirty
You
Hell
found
yeah.
the bad guy.
Yay!
I found
Um,
him. Yes.
I hope we get lots of information from this because if we don't, it will be very funny.
From a 12.
Okay. How,
From a
let's see
20,
how,
he's very perceptive.
how far. Okay. Huh. From here. Where do you see it? Maybe I can ping it out to you. You find some strange piles of something on the carpet here. It's the only thing that, with a dirty 20, you can point out that's strange.
Okay. Where? I can't.
Like you see some piles of something on the top of the stairs, like through the. Like you have to look far. Like nothing immediately in this room, but on the stairs, there's piles of something on the landing.
I'll try shifting to another window. That didn't make it better. Okay.
It's not.
All right. So I'm like craning my neck, trying to get a good look at what's on the stairs. Do I have anything for this? I don't think so.
I mean, Flower has something for it, and it's called Eldritch Blast, but she's not going to do that yet.
Ah, her greatest adversary, the door.
Yeah, right?
Hold on. Okay. Damn it. Wake turns into a giant elk.
Okay.
As one does.
Okay.
Yeah, they have better perception.
All right.
But do they
And
roll
they're-
better?
And
than
they're
you?
a bit taller. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think we have a giant
No,
elk.
we don't. We don't have a token for it, so it just becomes a big watery elk.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Are the horns coral?
Oh,
That'd be pretty cool.
I
I
love
love
It would
that.
be pretty cool.
It's
No,
really
they're
good.
just water.
Oh.
Oh.
Solid water.
Damn it, man! I'm trying to give you
Sorry.
cool stuff.
The evolved,
Okay.
the
so
evolved form of giant elk has cork horns.
Yeah, maybe later when you level up.
No,
Turns-
we're teasing. They're echoes. It's Echo's description.
Thrym, did you hear what I said about your investigation check?
Yeah, the most recent sets of footprints were by Flower,
Mm-hmm.
and he didn't notice anything else. It was like it's all dusty.
It's all
Otherwise-
dusty, yeah.
So there aren't really footprints other than our own, which is what I'm getting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay. So you have keen sight as an elk?
No, I just have. So it has a better bonus to perception,
Then you.
So
do?
it would. Well, I get to add to it. So
Oh,
it's like that dirty 20 would be a 21.
I see. Okay. You don't get anything extra.
Okay. Then it turns
Uh,
back into wake.
okay. Yeah.
Are we gonna go in? Do we find anything?
There's something weird on the stairs.
There's also an
Then-
entrance in the back. If it doesn't look like they came in through the front, they could have come in back there as well.
Priya, did you find anything on the roof?
I found a way in, but I mean, nothing
Like down
other
the
than
chimney?
that.
Down the chimney? We can go down the chimney?
I don't think it was the chimney. I think it was near a chimney.
It was like a roof access hatch, basically.
That.
Well, then we should go from the roof, I think. The cultists won't be expecting us from up there.
We're just assuming that this is happening.
How are we gonna get up there?
Well, I mean, Priya,
I could shuttle.
Yeah, could we come up on your broom? Is that
Oh.
okay? It's okay if you don't want us on there. If it's
I-
something for
I
you.
can share my broom.
I know
If
flying
that
is
is
special.
what we're doing.
Flying is special and important. I just think we should.
I think
surprise
everyone should
them.
experience flying. She looks at Thrym.
I strongly
Oh
disagree.
right, Trim. Oh, you probably don't want to go from the roof. Huh? I mean, like we have to get through the door, but she kind of warms up an Eldritch Blast on her hand at the block. She's like, doors aren't really a problem.
Right, you are.
We wouldn't have the element of surprise though.
I
Unless
mean, we've
we-
been out here this whole time. They probably know we're here if there are people.
I mean,
in
they killed 2 people in town. I think it wouldn't be very surprising that somebody wants to stop them at this point.
That's true. Well, do you want to go around the back and see if it's locked up there too at first, or
don't-
do you want me to?
I could go check the doors. Sure.
Okay.
Be right back.
And yeah, Rhodes will run around back class. How are the doors in the back?
Well.
Ugh, I'm almost there. Okay, here I'm here. There's
Okay.
3 of them. Is that right?
Well, you see a conservatory. These
That's
are
not
actually. Sorry, foundry doors are weird.
Okay.
They
I'll
sure
just-
Are they like windows?
They're windows, so I'll
Okay,
just
so these are
open them
windows, and is this a door here?
up. That is a door, yes.
Okay. Well, I will
Um,
check. Is that door unlocked?
The conservatory doors are glass doors. They do have like chains and they're locked. That service door there, right next to the conservatory, make an investigation check.
Oh yes, my finest.
By the way, Thrym is still timing this, and if it's taking longer than 2.5 minutes, he's gonna go looking.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay. Looks locked. There's no chains or a lock on it.
Yeah. Besides just looking if it's locked, if I try the doorknob, does it open?
You find that it does open.
So it's unlocked. Okay.
It is unlocked. And I need you to make a deck save, please.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Don't step to me.
Okay. Well,
19 do it?
you definitely avoid the flamethrower on the other side.
Wow.
It triggers up and it like shoots a gout of flame that shoots back 10 feet.
Yeah, it covers both of his hands on his head.
You'll
Not
take.
the hair.
No.
Not the hair.
You will
Do
take.
we hear that from the other side?
Were you loud enough to?
He's
Like,
he's
He's yelling. He's yelling.
If there's a flamethrower shooting at anybody, I would assume they would not just silently take it.
He's yelling. Flower's running.
You take 4 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Rhodes, are you okay? What about your hair? Is your hair okay?
Oh, I don't know. Come look.
Wake, you see a pretty nice billiards room.
Yep. I'm like turning to look at what's going on.
Uh-huh.
So
Oh no, your hair!
How's the hair, class? Did it get my hair? Did all 4 damage come off my head?
That's you see
I'm imagining Joe Pesci in Home Alone getting like his.
yeah, you see there's a center line through the moss where the moss is completely gone.
Oh no! It's okay, Rhodes. We can fix it. We can fix it.
Oh,
Is it still on fire?
No.
batting it out. Oh. There's a flamethrower in there.
A flame. So there are traps.
It seems like it. But the door was open, so
So they're expecting us.
See
somebody.
Trapped it.
with the
Somebody's
open
in
door, you see a little panel like right next to the door like had a mechanism or something that like flipped up some sort of like something that spat fire, like it was like a mechanical trap. And then while you look back inside, you see it slowly like clicking or cogging downward back into place. Like the trap is resetting itself.
Can I Eldritch Blast the trap before it can do that?
You can try.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
I'm mad at it for hurting Rose's hair. That's not very good though. 12?
12 to hit.
Amazing. Oh, that was almost better damage. 7 damage. This stupid trap.
Okay. 7 damage. You are able to knock it like the pipe of the flamethrower like off its bracket. And you see while it was resetting out, this pipe gets lodged into this plank of wood that was slowly cranking itself back into being a trap again. And the trap has been disabled.
Fantastic. Her Eldritch Blast looks like the moss from Rose's hair. R.I.P.
Rip.
ripped it right off.
So I guess the stealth approach is out the window.
The door is open back here.
All right. Just
No need to fly, Trim.
Oh,
looks sad.
that's good. That's really good.
You keep your feet firmly on the ground.
You jump over the stone railing of the balcony there.
Yeah.
Pretty easily.
Climb.
he just
Oh, but Flower, look at this. There's
he
like
vaults
a
it.
garden inside.
There's a garden inside?
Yeah.
And some sort of study or something.
You just
Uh,
climb in through the window.
Yeah, so that is a
There's a window
is it
here.
a window? Oh,
it
it's
is
a-
a glass door, and they are chained shut and locked. But you can take a
Oh.
peek inside.
I mean, does the garden look as if it is kind of green in the same way
Kind of like
as on the map, or is it tended to? Is there things blooming and stuff?
lots of weeds.
Okay, so it's not. It's
No,
not tended to.
It's
Got
not
it.
tended to, or it hasn't been in a long time.
So there's chains. It's a window or a door.
It's like a glass door,
It's like a glass door.
like
and there's
French,
chains.
like French doors.
Oh, like French doors, and it's chained up.
Yep.
Oh, wee wee.
So wait, but then what did Rhodes open? What did Rhodes open then?
A service door right next to the conservatory.
Oh, okay.
There's this little door right here.
Okay, so there is a door that we can get through.
Yeah, so this door we can come in, but it goes down like a hallway. So
Got it. Okay. Flower kind of presses her nose to the. It looks like a greenhouse.
Yes, yes, it does.
She'll wait for the rest of the party before and kind of keep her nose on the greenhouse, trying to look at the weeds.
What was this room, class?
Like a study or a den of sorts.
I was right. So,
Going in?
what is this open door?
Oh, it's right over here, but be careful. There was a flamethrower in there. Flower broke it, but there could be others.
All right.
You should be careful.
You know what? I'll go first. I'll try and look out for him since I know what to look for.
All
And
right.
Roger's gonna proceed into the house. What I want to be looking for. I'm not a rogue or anything, but I don't I want to try and look for traps. As I'm going.
Okay. You see immediately to your left, there is a door.
Mhm.
And you see a trio of windows to your right. Looks like they look out onto the garden or conservatory.
Yeah.
Make a. Well, you're looking for traps. Obviously, the one at your feet is one. Go ahead
They are
and
mechanical traps, so that's good.
Go ahead
I
and make
don't
an
think you'll
invest.
see magical ones.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Oh,
Hey. I'm taking all your luck, Echo.
Thanks.
Oh, I'm a little luck vampire.
You suck.
You're pretty certain
Uh-huh.
there is no other traps within the hallway.
Okay. Then he will go to the deals. At least open the door next to him.
Do have to say that immediately, as soon as you step into the hallway, you're met with a very acrid smell. Kind of smells like death, decay, with a little bit of sulfur.
Something's really rank in here.
And he stuffs 2 rocks up his nose. And then he's gonna step into this room to look around.
Thrim, are you going in next?
Yes. I'm following on it.
It looks like the hallway's safety traps.
You
By the
get,
way,
you get hit with that smell.
Oh, what is that?
It
Thrim
smells
puts
awful.
his beard up his nose.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
God.
You see
Alright.
a kitchen, a fireplace to cook things, cutting board. You see the larder; it is completely empty.
Is this where the smell is coming from?
It's a little bit less here in the kitchen, which is weird.
So it's like a smell that seems to be pervasive in the house in general, though.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay.
It is an old house. That's true.
Yeah.
How? Go ahead.
Does it look? So you said the kitchen's sort of empty. It doesn't look like anybody's like set out some like somebody's been in here like preparing small meals or anything? There's just it looks abandoned.
Looks abandoned.
Okay, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
How dark is it in here, class? Like if Flower's like kind of looking in the door, like how dark is it in this hallway?
Like in that hallway, it looks pretty. I mean, there's a lot of windows, so it's pretty well lit.
So it's pretty well lit. Okay, great. She will step in. She'll kind of look over her shoulder at Priya and Wake. Be like, "You coming in?"
You're
Oh
immedi-
yes,
You're
very
immediately
excited to go into the smelly house.
And she'll wrinkle her nose at the smell. She's at least prepared for it.
Yeah. Priya, Flower, Wake, you're hit with this rank smell.
A smelly smell.
Yeah, that smells smelly.
Sul-
Sulfur.
There we
Does
go.
sulfur like
smells.
does sulfur like trigger anything at all? Like is that like a weird scent around here?
Can be, yeah. I mean, there's no volcanic activity that you know of around these parts. So it's a weird smell to be happening in a manner.
Rotten eggs tend to smell of sulfur.
Yeah, but this kitchen doesn't look like there's any eggs in it. Is there a hot spring around here?
Hmm. Well, I don't see anything in this kitchen that will help us. So let's keep going.
Yep.
All right.
Is there any way to access the greenhouse place from this hallway, class, or does Flower just have to look longingly and keep going?
Yeah, you can look long. I mean, across the way, you
Okay.
see a door that leads from the study into the conservatory. Here you see a set of double doors leading into what looks to be a large room. And you are in the foyer, where the staircase is.
Oh, so this is like the front of the house.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go around it.
The smell gets stronger.
No, I don't like it.
Bless you.
you.
Is it still
Thanks.
pretty? It's still pretty well lit with all the windows, class, because it's daylight.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a little bit darker in here, just due to the fact that it's a central area and there's no real windows, but the light from the windows of the dining room provide enough light. This is probably the darkest part of the area, Thrym, but you have dark vision and you can see pretty well. Oh well, there is windows here. You do see some light coming in.
What's on the table? What does the table dining room area look like?
It looks like a basic display set of china.
Oh, okay.
Some candelabras that don't have any candles in them. A serving platter that has no food on it.
But the table does look set.
It does look set, yes.
Interesting. Is there dust on this set of dishes? Or does it look like this is a person expecting company?
Looks pretty dusty to you. You to investigate further, you would need an investigation check.
Yeah, I'll roll something. I'm not good at it, but I'll roll something. Oh, that's not bad. 17.
This hasn't been disturbed in quite a while. That's what you glean from the 17.
I wonder why they left their plates out if no one was coming. That's interesting.
I do have to say, from your general look of the area and everything here, it looks like this might have been staged at once for property sale.
Hmm.
Oh, that's what my mom does for a living.
I
Free
don't
does not say that.
know. Yeah, I don't know if Flower knows enough about that
Yeah,
like,
about property
totally-
sale in the Fae.
Yeah, that's like
And
not
the
really.
real estate
Wonder
market.
what
in
the
the Fae.
property values are.
She grew up in a Fey Manor house and didn't leave it, so I don't think that's like a thing. And she's like, I don't know. Weird that they would leave their plates lying around if they left. They must have left in a hurry.
Thrym,
So kind of linger
that
by the
door
stairs.
is open. You can open it. All you have to do is click it.
Click on it.
Yep.
Careful of those front doors. The back one was trapped. Maybe the front ones will be as well.
Yeah, do I see anything in here?
It's just a general staging area or like entry hall.
Looks like we should have taken the front entrance.
Well, live and learn.
Thrym's gonna kind of check on these two doors as well.
Okay.
Are they locked?
You can try them out. It opens up into another like coat room kind of thing. Wake, you open those doors and you see a pretty grand library, or library, with a high vaulted ceiling. Library. Bookcases that go up to its second story, and you see a pair of windows above each set of doors. It looks like it kind of like looks up into a hallway or some other part of the house.
Rhea,
Hmm?
you can fly, right?
Why, yes, I can.
There are some second-story windows that might be a little worth investigating in here.
This room has two stories?
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Okay.
Okay. I assume you fly up towards the window.
Oh.
Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. You go ahead and do so.
Stealthily.
And...
Oh, so quietly.
Beep, beep.
I mean, yeah. We kind of like flamethrowered our way in and we've just been talking like regular.
Listen,
So-
the flamethrower was not our fault. The flamethrower was there before we got here.
Right.
And then it was blasted to high heavens by something.
Yeah. They brought the
that was also here
flamethrower.
before we.
They brought the flamethrower, is what I'm saying.
Need to look at something here. Okay.
Oh, Flower wanted to go to the atrium, right?
To the little greenhouse place.
Yeah.
I mean, if for it's not for clue reasons. It's just because Flower likes,
I think Rhodes would be excited about that, so he would lead her up that way.
Okay, there's like a door.
Once it's unpaused, but yeah, I think if we go up here, we can go into the atrium.
Yeah, if
So you
there's a
put you in the
door,
right.
Flower's all about it.
We saw a door when we were looking through the windows, so it's over here, I think.
Uh-oh, dice.
Okay.
Oh, good.
You're the only token on here, so we move over to this place. I know, I understand. None of you can see.
I can't say.
I can.
I
but
don't own any tokens.
Priya can.
What is that?
Oh shit. Okay.
So
Okay.
you fly
That's
up
not a
and
good
you
sound.
look out the window closest to you, and you see that.
Does it see me?
Um,
Just have an awkward staring contest.
I kind of want to. I'm gonna bring you down to secrets real quick.
Okay, bye guys.
All right, have fun.
Bye.
fuck you!
Because I don't want to betray like what you see here. As soon as you look at it, it is hanging from the ceiling like a bat. It unfurls its bat wings, and you see a human gnarled face like of a goblin. Basically, it doesn't have the regular face of a bat, and it kind of screeches at you as through the window. And we'll move back up.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Abraca, fuck you!
Oh, I moved secrets. My bad. Okay, there we go. Priya, you hear. Well, hold on. It doesn't pick up. Fuck.
You can say what noise you're making if you're making a
You
noise.
hear a. You hear a screech of sorts, and all of you hear this.
Is it coming at me?
Well,
Because if it moves, I'm blasting.
it is going to move, but it's not
Then
going
I'm
to
blasting.
move. There is a window there. It doesn't move towards you.
Well, I'm blasting.
See
See that? You fucking fire, my guy.
Okay. Well then, you are
A 12 probably doesn't hit.
triggering a combat. So, what will happen now? Yeah, the 12 does not hit. As you hear,
I break the window.
The window shatters above you, and glass shards fall down.
Sorry,
I need you to make a dex save.
Oh!
Sorry.
That's his response as the glass shards are falling. Oh!
Oh, shit.
The die, I rolled a 4. So.
Oh boy.
no.
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna make me feel bad when I cut you.
For a total of 5.
Okay. Well, you do get caught by a couple of glass shards. It's not gonna be much. Maybe I'll roll max damage. 4 points of damage slashing from the falling glass shards.
You hear, oh, my eye! Oh!
Sorry. Oh shit! I forgot you were. Shit.
And what I'll do. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
What
for
I'll
the
do,
glass to my eye.
I need to transfer some things over here. Okay. All right. Rhodes and Flower and Thrym, you hear additional screeching coming from above you on the second floor. Going to add your tokens here one by one.
Oh.
Yeah, Flower runs up the stairs.
Oh my god.
Oh wait, where are we? Where are we? Are we up the stairs? Did
We're
we
at the
run up
base
the
of the
stairs?
stairs.
You're not. You're at the
Or the
base of
base
the
of the-
stairs. Yeah.
Oh,
These creatures.
They got the face of the Count from Sesame Street.
Yeah, pretty close to it.
1, 2.
Ooh. I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna cast Armor of Agathist on myself before we.
Don't have any time.
I cause trouble where I go.
Let me add you to the initiative here.
Num num.
Oh, do we roll?
Oh yeah, are we? That's why I'm saying. Like, are we rolling initiative, or do we
Yes.
have time to do anything?
Roll
for it?
I
initiative.
don't think we have time.
Okay. I get to add a D8 because I'm
I rolled a
my
fucking 2 because of your pants.
because of my shoes.
Oh shit, they're werebats.
Where?
To a class
Oh,
I've
god
seen.
damn it. That's a natural 1 for initiative.
Hey, I rolled shitballs too.
Yeah, did you roll a natural 1 though? Cause
I rolled a natural 2.
My initiative is a total of 16.
16. Okay. Very nice. And a bunch of rolls.
Very nice.
Okay. All right. This one here flies down from its position down at you, Rhodes. Actually, before we go into this combat, let's go ahead and take a 5-minute here.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right.
Well, give me.
All right, we're coming back to the start of initiative. Starting with you asshole. All right.
As if I would only do it once.
This bat creature with a face of a goblin streaks down at you, Rhodes. And it is going for a bite attack.
Well, if anyone becomes werebats, that's a thing we're gonna have to deal with.
Uh-oh.
These are not werebats. I
Then why
apologize.
did it say werebat?
I
I feel lied to.
Yeah, you're kind of lied to. Sorry.
Oh.
They're illusions.
All right, it's gonna go for an attack. Natural 20.
Okay, it hits.
All right. Well, here we go.
Nat me.
Oh, pretty.
Okay. You take 10 points of piercing damage.
Ah! Okay. Ow.
Yep. And that's all it can do.
Fine.
The next one is going to fly down and around, and Wake, you are going to be harried by this bat-like creature. It's going to take a bite attack.
Why does it look like his name is Frank?
Whoa, weirdly accurate.
Okay, that's a 12 to hit. That doesn't hit anything.
Yay.
All right. But it is right up in your face. Another one flies down for, well, Thrym, roll a d2.
That's not a D2. 1.
Okay, it'll go after Flower.
Sorry.
That's good.
these things, they happen.
Well, that's a 10 to hit, so it misses as well.
It does not hit me, but Flower shrieks.
Rhodes, you're up.
Oh, okay.
Let's unpause it so you guys can move.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's one right next to me. He will take a hit at it, I guess. We'll just climbers pick this guy right in front of me. 16.
That hits.
Okay. 6 damage.
6 damage. Nice. Okay.
And yeah, I'll make it a favored foe just for fun, and we'll add a d4.
All right. How long does favored foe last for?
1 minute. It is a concentration spell. It acts like a concentration thing.
Okay.
Extra 2 damage on that.
2 damage. Got it. Okay.
And then bonus action. I suppose the best option here. Only got one guy on me. He will shillelagh his hammer with his bonus action,
Okay.
and that will be his turn.
Good deal. Wake.
This thing's right in my face.
Yes.
I use my bonus action and I cast Flame Blade.
Nice.
So a pretty long single-edged falchion made of fire out of my right hand, and I will slash it upward at this creature.
Okay.
The Flame Blade does emit bright light out in 10 feet and dim light to another 10.
Okay.
You don't have to edit that. I'm just saying in case that does anything to them. And I need to roll a spell attack. Hold on. Okay. Does an 8 hit?
No.
I
Unfortunately.
didn't think so.
It does not hit.
But I have that in my hand now.
Yeah. It seems pretty frightful, the fire. And it dodges
Great.
out of the way. Thrym.
It'll be real scary if I hit you with this.
Thrym is going to cast Magic Missile on the closest
Okay.
thing. This one. First hit deals 4 damage.
4, 5, 9,
5 and another 5.
14. Nice.
How's he
Okay.
looking?
Halved. Beat up.
Got it. And ugly.
And ugly. He's already ugly, though, but we won't worry about that just yet.
And then to get some advantage, Thrym is going to cast Levitate on himself.
Okay. As an action. Oh, as a bonus action. Okay.
As a bonus action.
Okay. You cast Levitate on yourself. You might want to read the Levitate spell.
I think it launches me up in the air.
It just lifts you.
It just lifts you. So you'll be floating about 5 feet.
Up to 20 feet.
Up to 20
If
feet.
I'm looking at it. Yeah, so Thrym is gonna like hop up to the second level, but remain hovering over the staircase area.
Okay. That is not forced movement. So the bat-like creature will take an attack of opportunity.
All right.
I rolled a natural 1, so it misses. Movement and action, bonus action. It is this creature's turn. He's going to go straight for the flying creature. Thrym. It's gonna take a bite. Swooping in, but an 8 doesn't hit anything. So
It does not.
there's that. This one is, well, you're right in front of it, Thrym. So it's gonna come after you.
Thrym during this, by the way, looks very uncomfortable and a little bit queasy.
And you get smacked with a 22 on that bite. For 4 points of piercing damage.
Oof, ow.
Being a wizard, you're almost dead. This one, it's gonna join its friend in harrying you, Rhodes.
All right.
23 to hit on that one.
Good lord. Yeah, that is.
For 7 points of damage.
Dang. Okay.
And it's Priya's turn.
Am I still up? Like it flew past me to go for wake?
Yeah, it had to go around. It like flew
yeah.
down and then.
I can only see this room, I suppose. Am I?
There you go.
Oh, that was weird.
I don't. Where is everybody? I only see.
You'll have to get
us.
up. Yeah.
Okay.
I see. Okay, well, I guess she'll fly down because it's in front of Wick, correct?
Yeah.
She is going to reach inside herself for something new, and she's going to cast Dragon's Breath, Lightning, and use an action to expel it on this fucker right in front of Wake.
Okay.
She's not obviously going to hit Wake if she can help it.
You won't be able to. But it makes a dex save, yeah?
It does. Dex 14.
I rolled a 20. Flat.
Okay, I'm going to use my inspo to make you reroll that because I'm mad at you.
Okay.
This is my first Dragon's
I
Breath.
rolled
Baby's
the
first
same
Dragon's
exact
Breath.
thing.
You're an asshole.
He's lucky. He's lucky. That's all.
So half of that.
6 points of damage. I rounded up.
Yeah.
Just for you.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
It's her first lightning breath, so she'll swoop down, feeling really bad about dropping some glass on Wake, and there's this ugly fucker in the way, and she just kind of inhales deeply and breathes out, and just like lightning bursts forth.
Here, what I'll do is I'll remove the window so you guys can see.
Ooh. You kind of see.
I guess I'll go here so you can actually see Wake.
Okay. Anything else on your turn?
That's it.
All right. Flower.
Okay. These things look like goblins. Yes.
Yes.
Flower is going to look up at these things and is going to cast Armor of Agathis on herself for the first time, which looks like it looks like a kind of her armor that she's wearing kind of glimmers, and there's this kind of dark frosty pattern that appears over it. It's not really quite ice, but it's clearly cold, and it's also very, very dark. It doesn't seem exactly like Flower's usual kind of like summery style. It looks like a kind of gray and black kind of hexagonal frosty pattern that sort of appears over her. And with her bonus action, she's going to yell up at these goblins in Goblin, because she imagines she doesn't know exactly what they are, but they look like goblins. She's going to yell at them in Goblin. You're attacking the wrong people. I am Briar of the Unseelie Court. and I speak with the authority of the Godmother herself. Cease this now, or die.
And no one hears any of that because we hear
Yeah, it's all in Goblin.
All right. Make a persuasion check and an insight check.
I
Oh,
like
this
your
shit-
goblinese, by the way, Pen.
This
Yeah.
shit is absolutely deception.
Okay.
This is absolutely deception. And an insight check. Pretty good. 21.
Okay.
And insight, which I am far less good at. 8.
Okay. You see the one next to you responds not in Goblin, but in a language you don't understand.
Interesting.
Maybe he's bilingual.
Maybe they're not goblins.
Do any of us understand it, Klaus?
They look kind of goblin-y,
no.
but they're probably not goblins, I guess.
They must not be goblins.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, none of you understand it.
It's
Yeah.
probably abyssal since
It
Minette
probably
said
is.
it
Probably
earlier.
is. Probably is. Yeah. Okay, that's it. That's all I got.
Okay.
Other than my 10 temporary hit points that I know.
Perfect. Okay, this one is okay. They're intelligence creatures. They're gonna flank.
Cool.
Cool.
It's gonna go for a bite. But if roll again. 18 to hit.
18 is my armor class.
Okay. Take 4 points of piercing damage. Rose.
Oh, at least that's a lot lower. That's okay.
This one next to Wake. Didn't like the lightning breath. How far up are you?
Wake?
Sorry, Bria, how far up are you?
Rhea flew down, she's next to Wake.
Okay. Then since you're within 5 feet, it's gonna go after you. Bria. 15.
16. Haha.
Okay. It misses. This one next to you, Flower, is gonna bite at you. 17 to hit. Flower.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was on mute. Yes, that does hit.
Okay.
However, I
you-
do have Armor of Agathis on.
Yes, you lose 4 points of that Armor of Agathis, and I believe it takes 10.
If you have a creature hits you with melee attack, you've hit 5. Oh, higher levels. Yeah, it takes 10.
Takes 10.
It
Okay.
takes 10 cold damage.
It bites into your shoulder, and as soon as it hits the ice goes through its entire body, and it shatters into a million pieces as it falls. 10 was just enough.
Perfect.
Dead. Rhodes.
Okay. Rhodes is getting lit up. So he's kind of staggers a little bit. He's going to reach to his side and take out a healing potion and drink that with an action. So,
Okay.
let's do this. 2d4. Wow, cool. +2, so that's 5.
Oh, if you're using it as action, it's full 10.
Oh, thank God. I will heal for 10 then. Let me delete this from my inventory. Okay. And then as a bonus action, he will do his racial trait and blade word on himself. So shimmer. And that will be it for his turn.
Good call. Wake.
Okay. I'm gonna slash with this flame blade at this fucking flying goblin thing.
Let's go.
Maybe I will hit this time. I missed the dice tower. Natural 20.
Fuck yeah. All right.
Way.
Nice.
Okay.
You did it.
There you
You're
go.
lucky.
The duality of
Yay.
dice. Let's go.
Do you do crunchy crits?
Yes.
Okay, so that's 3d6 plus 18.
I'll tell you right now, how does this blade cut through this
I want to roll it!
Yeah, let him roll it.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 29 points of fire damage.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
it had 18 hit points.
Great. Okay.
Yeah, that it.
As it's dodging underneath the lightning breath and it's like lashing up to strike back at Priya, finally Wake gets like a clean swing at it and he brings the flaming falchion up and just slashes straight through the creature's neck.
Nice. It
Cauterize
falls at your feet. And with two of these down already, Flower and Wake and Priya, you notice the ones that you've been attacking, they begin to gooify on the ground. Much like the Maw demons that you fought.
They become goo.
Yes. So,
Wake will look at Priya and then look down. Looks like we have work to do. And he'll jump down.
oh, you were on the ground floor. I just moved you to the.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
You're
So
fine.
you
misunderstood.
could see the. Yeah, just walk.
Okay.
Yeah.
He walks.
Waka
Waddle.
waka.
Who's looking hurt?
Well, these are 20 feet up. These are 20 feet.
Rhodes just drank a I think Thrym is also probably in trouble.
Nah, Thrym is fine.
Insight check.
Okay.
The player.
Thrym
Okay,
is mentally not
wizard.
fine, but physically he's alright.
He's
Alright.
just up. He's just uppies a little bit, and he's like, "I'm suffering."
Yeah.
Rhodes
Then
is about
that's my turn.
half.
That's
Oh,
your
you're
turn?
half?
Yeah, I'm at half. I
Okay.
was down to like 5 health with those guys lighting me up.
You're looking a little craggy. And that's my healing word to you.
Craggy. Oh, that's cute.
All right, roll the
So-
healing word.
Why, thank you.
You
That
healed
rocks.
for 8. I rolled a 4.
Nice.
That rocks.
8, nice. That is very good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Haha, that rocks. Nice.
Delayed reaction.
You probably have a bit more movement if you want to. I think
Nope,
you can get.
I'm good right here.
Okay. Thrym.
Alright. Would you agree with me that there is a
Yes.
possibility that a
Oh,
flying
boy.
creature who is electrocuted would not, like, their muscles would tense up and they would not still be flying?
They drop a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm willing to risk that. I cast Talking Grasp on this guy.
Okay. Roll an attack.
Wow.
Nat 20.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's gonna drop.
So how do I do this? I just roll the damage
I
normally,
think
and
he's
then
gonna
it's
Yeah, and then you
cry,
add, like,
man.
8, I
he's gonna
think.
cry.
Yeah, D8 plus 8. 14. Well
14.
done. Okay. It does drop them down, but they're able to catch themselves a little bit before they hit the ground. But they are towards you, like Flower and Wake. They're on your level. At least that one is. Roll a dex save.
What?
Who?
Thrym.
Oh.
See if you can keep yourself in the same.
Wow.
Okay.
That means using
So.
loaded
I want to
dice.
say yes.
Can I borrow one?
So, you thrust your shocking grasp into this bat-like creature, and you realize levitate. You don't have a lot of control over how you move. You can push off things, but you don't have control further than that. Like you are just floating there. But with a 22, you're able to stay in the same position and not float anywhere else.
Probably would have been better if I rolled lower and I smacked into the other one.
It's like you're in zero gravity right now. That's what it feels
That makes
like.
sense.
I'm sure Thrym loves this. This is great for Thrym.
Yeah,
This
definitely holding down his breakfast.
This bat-like creature is going to attack you as you're spinning in zero gravity with the levitate. 18 to hit.
And Thrym will... Oh, yeah, Thrym will cast shield.
Okay, it no longer hits. This one here has been knocked down, but it sees some more targets. And it's going to go after... Priya, roll a d2.
Yep.
Okay. It's going to go after you, Priya.
Hooray.
What the heck is going on here? There we go. Uh, 20 to hit.
Yes.
You take 5 points of piercing damage as it sinks its teeth into your arm. This one over here, it's going to continue to attack you, Rhodes, at advantage since it's flanking.
You miss at least one hit.
That's another natural 20.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
No, it's not. No,
Does it
it's
get for
not.
being
We're gonna
flanked, my guy?
No. We're gonna info that. Absolutely not. No.
I will reroll once. I rolled a natural 19 for a 24.
Yeah,
Okay, well, it's at
It's not a
least not a
fucking crit.
crit. It's not a crit, which is what we want.
All right, you take 7 points of piercing damage. Yeah, Rhodes is not having a good time with these two on him.
At least it's
She
half.
tried.
I'm
Flower
doing good. I've got a good amount of health now, and
Flower tried to intimidate them and did.
we're doing good.
You realize it may not have worked. Priya.
Yeah, I recognize that. Yes, I got that. I got it. Thank you, class. I got it.
Sorry. Priya.
How's the one in front of me looking? The one who just bit me?
Looking not good.
Okay, so I will use my action to shock and grasp it.
Okay.
That's a 21 to hit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That hits.
For 4 damage.
Okay.
Still awake?
Yeah.
I will use 2 sorcery points. I have these now to quicken the spell and cast it again for a bonus action.
I believe it's
Hell
only
yeah.
one.
No,
It's
it's
a
true.
cantrip.
I
It's
literally
true.
just read it,
Okay.
so I will roll that again for a 16 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
She puts both her hands on him to zappy zap him for 5.
Okay.
For 3 points! Yay!
I have those now.
It is barely standing.
Damn it! All right.
All right. Any movement?
No.
Okay, Flower.
Flower looks at the one that just bit Rhodes and growls in Goblin, even though she's pretty sure they're not goblins now. You had your chance, and she hexes it, and is gonna hex its strength. Why not? No, it's Dex. We're gonna hex its Dex.
Okay.
X.
Hex the Dex.
We're gonna hex that Dex. So she throws her hex on it. Sorry, I keep casting it and then it immediately rolls, but I am gonna Eldritch Blast it.
It always does that.
Yeah. That is a natural 19. So that definitely hits.
Yes.
Oh, that's pretty good damage. That's 11, and it doesn't look like moss. Great, it's like thorns. The hex is thorns. The Eldritch Blast is thorns. So that's 15 points of thorny damage.
Jesus,
Thorny
what was
force
that?
damage.
I lost concentration on favor foe.
For the one that just bit. I don't know which one. I don't know which one it was, but the one that just bit Rhodes. And it's also going to be blasted back 2 feet from Rhodes.
Okay. It gets blasted back here into the corner. This is like a balcony thing, so it's underneath right now. But
how's it looking?
Pretty bad.
Pretty bad. Cool. Flower's going to run up next to Rhodes and kind of leer at it, kind of like trying to protect him.
Okay.
Aw, thank you.
Trying to get it to attack her instead.
This one is gonna filter in, and it's going to go after you, Flower.
Yep, go for it.
But a 13 doesn't hit you.
Alas, it does not.
Okay. Rhodes, you're up.
All right, my turn.
And he's gonna give this guy a double whack, one with the pick and one with the shillelagh'd hammer.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, does an 11 hit?
11 does not.
Yeah, okay. Well, the pick anyway hits. Flap. That's a 12.
12 points of damage. All right.
Yeah. And I'll throw another favored foe on there.
Okay.
Just to finish it up. Another 2 damage. Does that do it? I hope. Probably
It
not.
is close.
Yeah. Okay. And that's everything.
Wake.
Let's see here. Which of these looks worse between these two?
Oh, definitely the one that just bit Priya.
That's what I thought. Wake glances over at Priya and will bonus action healing word and say, "He'll be all right."
Aw.
Let's see. You heal for 8. I rolled a 4
It
again.
will be all right. Thank you. Her mini bite mark heals, and she's like, "Huh? Thank you."
Then I will slash the flame blade at this fucking guy. That's a 14 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, he takes 3d6 points of fire damage. Hold on.
3d6 is so much.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. 5, 7, 12 points of fire damage.
Yeah. You gooify this one, slicing through it with your flame blade.
Flat.
And it is
What does
dead.
fiery goo smell like?
Not
Probably
good.
awful.
Is this the
Sulfur.
question you really want
Sulfur?
the answer to? Wake will twirl the flame blade after passing it through this creature, and he just is like looking at it and he says, "This is pretty cool." Right. Then
Very
he
cool.
runs over and flanks the one next to Rhodes.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Thrym.
Ah, 'tis I. You'd think I would have prepared for this. Hold on, just reading a little bit. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna upcast magic missiles, putting 2 bolts on the lower guy and 2 bolts on the one next to me.
Okay.
So first 2 are for the floor guy.
Okay.
That's a 2. And a 5, 7.
All right. As Wake and Rhodes, you flank this one. 2 magic missile bolts come down and it explodes right in your face.
Ugh.
Sorry!
And this one.
And that one
Wake is just getting smacked by things that he didn't ask for.
is getting 9 damage to the face.
9.
Wouldn't know what that's like, says Spring.
Who's that?
All right.
And that's it for Thrym.
Very well.
Do I have to roll anything for the levitate?
No, not for magic missile. It was
Okay.
more of the roll to hit for the shocking grasp, momentum, and whatnot.
Makes sense.
This one didn't like what you did. It's gonna go for a bite. 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
For 5 points of damage.
All right.
Okay. That's that. This one. Well. Oop.
He explodes.
No, he's gonna come up to you, Flower.
Flower grins.
It's gonna go for a bite. 13 to hit.
I actually wanted to hit me. That time it doesn't Flower kind of looks up at it.
Class only rolls high against Rhodes.
Apparently, yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
If only your
Does-
roads.
She does seem to be protecting you, though, I guess.
Yeah, actually.
Priya.
Okay. So there's that one. Sorry, is that webbed?
No, it's hexed. It's got my
Hexed.
hex on it.
Hexed.
That's the one. That's the one that Flower has in her sights.
And it's hex dex.
Yeah,
Correct.
it's correct. It's Dex is hex, correct.
Okay. I'll just scooch in a little further and I'll just get right across the one that's haranguing.
I mean, if you have a cantrip or something that will respond to it, the hex will.
I
stack
don't.
with it.
That's why I was like, oh yeah, it's in a whole other spell slot for that. So
Yeah, it's fair.
I'll just ray across this guy.
Okay. Roll it.
20 lots. 23.
Nice.
I'll save you. I won't save you.
It's a little bit chilly.
I won't
yeah.
say anybody with that shit. Jesus. Okay, well I dink it for some cold damage, but it's slower now, I think.
Yeah, it
Yes.
is a little bit.
But it's already on Thrim, so great.
Wonderful.
Amazing turn.
But
Flower.
you hit it though. Flower's gonna blast it.
Okay.
It had a chance. It had a chance.
Blast it.
Blast it. It is with disadvantage since you are
With-
melee.
Because it bit me or tried to bite me. That sucks. Well, with disadvantage, yeah, it
12
I mean, I wouldn't have hit it on the first hit anyway.
does not hit.
It does not hit me. Alas.
Would you like to
There's
move?
nothing. No, I want to keep defending roads.
Okay. Roads.
Rhodes hits it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Easy choice there. We'll try first with the pick. That's definitely gonna do it.
Kill it. Kill it. Kill it.
Boom. Smack. 10
10.
piercing damage.
All right. How do you kill this with your pick?
It just comes down like the point right into the center of the forehead, and he just falls dead to the ground.
Goo to the
Clean.
ground.
Just
Gruesome.
clean. Yeah, and then he's gonna take a step back over here and then conk this guy in the head with the hammer.
He
That
is
one-
20 feet up.
Oh, 20 feet. Shit. Never mind. Well, it would have missed anyway.
Yeah.
That's why he missed. He's 20 feet up. I don't actually think I think Rose just waves the hammer up in the air and he misses. Come down here. Get down.
All right. Wake.
Well, I mean, there's one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good question. Wake will let the flame blade disappear from his hand and will bonus action imbue a magic stone and sling it at this creature.
Okay. Magic stone. Got it.
Bonk. Bonk it. Bonk it.
It's a 12 to hit.
No.
Just misses.
All right.
Thrym.
It's too high up.
No
Yeah.
bonk.
All right. Seeing as how they looked a bit afraid of fire, Thrym is just gonna warm up his hands a little bit and cast a point blank firebolt in his face.
Okay. You'll have to make a disadvantage.
Why?
Because it's within 5 feet of you on a ranged attack.
Yeah.
It's a ranged attack and it's in melee. It's the same reason that I had to make it my Eldritch Blast with it.
That makes
Your
sense.
shocking grasp won't be at disadvantage though.
Yeah. I know, but flavor.
Flavored
Let's
is
do it.
hot.
Well,
Lightning's very hot, let me tell you.
Nice roll.
that would not hit. I need to make a deck save.
Wait, but he didn't have to make a dex save with magic missile.
You're okay. Your abs do enough to keep you in position. This
Thrym has a lot of those.
This bat creature
Uh,
will go after you. But a 3 doesn't hit. You're spinning around too much in 0G for it to actually get a good hit off. So, it brings it to Priya's turn.
Okay. We try again with Ray of Frost.
Once more onto the breach.
Once more. 15 to hit.
15 hits.
I'll save you. I saved you better this time.
That's better. All right. Still, it's not looking good, but it's still up.
Okay, well, that's it for me.
Flower.
Yeah, you're gonna be so surprised, you guys, with what I'm gonna do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Tell
gonna
us.
Eldritch Blast. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast it. What do you think?
She said the thing.
Wow.
I'm a warlock. I got one trick.
I have one job on this stupid ship.
Blast.
I've got one job. It's stupid, but I'm gonna do it.
19 hits.
How do you get +8? Jesus.
To my because I have a Bride of the Pack Keeper now,
Very cool.
which is cool
Yeah,
as hell.
it's insane.
11 points. 11 points of force damage, please and thank you.
All right. How do you want to do this?
I want to blast this fucker way back from Rhodes under Thrym and like just smush it into the wall.
It is 20 feet up in the air, so it is away from Rhodes. But it's
I
right
want
next.
to blast it even farther away from Rhodes, and if it is up, I want to blast it into the ceiling.
Into the ceiling. Okay. Well,
Uh-oh.
you do so.
You just
And
aerosolize it into black goo.
hmm
Raining down.
Is it black mold on the ceiling or is it goo?
No one will know. Wow. I would have been at 1 health without any healing that
One
round.
moment, please.
And then I'm going to shove a healing potion into
Wow.
Rhodes' hand.
Okay.
Just pouring it into the cracks.
Yeah, just shoving it into his hands. Are you okay? Are you okay?
One moment.
Yeah, I'm not too bad with all the
you
healing.
shove the healing potion in his hands. And on the next turn,
Everybody's freeze framed.
Drink it right now.
I can't. The game master told me not to.
what's your AC, Thrym?
What do you mean my what? My AC is 16.
16. Okay.
Pretty good for a wizard.
Okay.
He could technically shield something, right? Unless he's out
It
of
is
slots.
possible. Depending on what's happening.
Yeah, depending.
Which
He should.
it's always ominous when
Yeah,
just
well,
asked about the AC.
there's ominous music playing, and I.
Yes. It somehow got worse.
Okay. What is the conditions of the shield spell? This matters.
Ooh, wait.
You should be able to make it post just in the chat here.
An invisible barrier of magical force appears and protects you. Until the start of your next turn, you have +5 bonus to AC, including against the triggering attack. And you take no damage from magic missile.
Do you have to see it?
It doesn't say, but I would argue that you can take a reaction against something you can't see,
Okay.
right? I don't.
I mean, this is a DM call, I think.
It says one
It is a
reaction which you take when you are hit by an attack or targeted by a magic missile spell. But yeah, I don't know.
It doesn't say anything. The spell doesn't say anything about having to see something, and usually most spells will say you have to see XYZ thing.
Maybe you give Thrym like a perception check to see if he can manage to see what's gonna come and activate shield in time. If that does that make sense? If it makes sense,
I'll roll it that way. You can make a perception check.
Right. Not Arcana.
No.
Damn it. That's pretty good. 17.
Okay. You had to beat the stealth of this creature, and a 17 does not beat it.
Uh-oh.
You take 24 points of damage.
Holy shit.
As 2 daggers fly from the upper banister right into your back. And this reveals itself up on the balcony.
You good, Thrym?
Thrym is down and falling.
Yeah. Immediately after the daggers, and it makes itself aware.
Wait. Sorry, 24?
24.
What's the rule on if it's more than your total hit points?
I did the math. It's not more. You're good.
It has to. You have to go into the negative by more than your maximum hit points.
Oh, okay. Good.
So 40, 48, or however many your maximum. Yeah.
As soon as it makes itself aware, or you see it, and all of you see this, a dark hooded figure, and all you can see is red eyes, burning eyes, as it dashes.
Do I have time to do
away.
anything?
Yeah, and can I stick my hex on it?
I have Hunter's Mark as well.
It got a turn. Can we at least roll initiative?
Is this a cinematic moment, or is this?
I suppose, yeah. It all could be happening extremely fast.
Yeah, because it's its turn. It's turn right now, and it's gonna move out of sight.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
And you hear the breaking of a window as it launches itself out the window. And onto the grounds outside. Has a little bit more movement. And continue to run away. Rhodes, you can do something now. As Thrym is falling. Is levitate a concentration?
When levitate ends, you feather fall to the ground.
Gotcha. So Thrym is slowly.
It is concentration.
And it is technically from his armor, though, right?
It doesn't. It still behaves the same. So he would fall at 60 feet per round.
Okay. I'll give you a chance to catch Thrym if you want.
Will he take damage, or is he falling slowly? Like, that's my.
Yes. If he's feather falling, I don't think he's going to take damage. But I don't know if we know that.
You said when the spell ends,
Yeah.
feather. Okay, yeah. He is feather falling down.
So he's not like in danger. Then, really?
I mean, I'm downed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
I
is not unconscious.
But
He's
he's
not-
not 20 feet in
he's
the
not
air.
dangerous.
He will not take fall damage
Yeah.
from levitate end.
So here's my question: is he still 20 feet up in the air at this very moment, and I have to like move over and wait for him to come down and then give him the potion?
He's gonna come down. Like you'll if you move over to him, he'll be at your level.
Okay,
Basically.
perfect. Okay, I will move 5 feet over, and I mean I can move directly under him too if that's what we need to do here. But yeah, I'll catch him and I'll give him the potion that Flower just gave me.
Okay. You feed him. You catch him, and you feed him the potion.
Yep. Uncork it and shove it right between those lips.
Thrym.
Pretend it's a beer. You there? Wake up.
Thrym only darkness. The potion has no effect.
What?
And I believe this is a good time to end the session there.
You.
No, it's not.
I don't agree about that at all. Really? No.
Where's Zira? She's been invisible this entire fight.
Oh my gosh.
So,
Okay.
let's back away from this epic battle music. And go to more. Well, let's go to this. Let's get an RP vote. And we'll start with top of my list, Echo.
Well, my vote's going to Thrym because I liked, firstly, he used the phrase that every player uses. Would you agree with me? When about to lawyer the shocking grasps and drop a flying creature. That was just very funny to me, and also it makes sense. And I like when a player is willing to argue something that is logical to them. So, Thrym, you get my vote.
Thank you.
All right. Next up, Emily.
I also vote for Thrym for flying. I think it's very funny that like he didn't fly at all, like very very purposefully during the tower double episode that we had, and then immediately, like when he saw that there were winged creatures and he had this thing, he was like, it was very clear he didn't like it, but he did it anyway, and it felt like a cool, I don't know, maybe growth, or just sort of like, it's just like a cool resolution to that sort of like 3-episode arc.
Thank you.
Very well. Asenji.
All right. I think I have to give it to the moment that just made me laugh the most, and that was when Rhodes decided he didn't want to smell anything and stuck to rocks.
Oh my god, I forgot the rock. That's so fucking funny. Good, thank you for that
Thank
reminder,
you.
because I had forgotten. He did it so casually too.
Yeah.
Cannon.
It's easy. I would like to give it to Emily for the goblin communication, and her like declaring it was a deception, but like, stop in the name of the grandmother or whatever. I have the authority, you know. I thought that was pretty cool, even though they didn't even understand it.
They did not. I was very excited about it.
Yeah, but it was
Like-
cool. It was a very impactful moment.
I appreciate it. Thank
It
you.
was definitely a good attempt. Pen.
I'm gonna give it to Thrym for putting his beard up his nose, and because I think he might need this inspo next week. Next week.
Well, thank you very much. I
Yeah.
just might.
Well, the votes have it. Thrym,
The dead guy.
you get a point of inspiration. Thank
Hope
you
I have
all.
enough time to use it.
so much for playing with me this week. I had
Thank
a lot of
you.
fun, and I hope you did as well. And we'll see most of you next week.
Sooner.
All right.